Hey everybody, it is Professor Hatch. Hi, nothing's going right. Um, so hopefully the lights will stay on. That's been the thing the last few days. Anyway, hi, welcome to fall. This is for English 1A. I just want to talk real quick. This is kind of a welcome to the class video, but I'm going to put it in the week one overview. And mostly the purpose of this video is just to give you a very quick uh, well, as quick as possible idea about how to navigate through our Canvas class, and so on and so forth. Let me share my screen. Okay. So this is my Canvas dashboard. Yours obviously will look a little different, but here is our English 1A class, which I have not published yet, but as soon as this video gets uploaded to Canvas, it's going to go live. So my guess is sometime before 5 o'clock in the evening, early afternoon on Saturday the 17th, which is today. All right, so I'm going to click on this class. Um, the most recent announcements will always be up here at the top of this class. And let's look at these real quick. For the English 1A texts, I think the book Between the World and Me by Ta-Nehisi Coates was what was listed as the book for this class with the campus bookstore, but you do not need to buy that book. I'm changing things up this semester. I'm trying to actually get to a place where my students for 1A don't have to buy anything. So if you've already bought that book for whatever reason, I apologize. Just go ahead and return it for a refund. You will not be needing it, or if I decide you will be needing it or a part of it, I will provide you with the part of it you're going to need for whatever exercise as we go forward. Okay, so that's that. That's the text for the semester. Let me actually close this tab down. And then Remind and the Canvas app. The Canvas app you don't have to have on your phone or whatever device. I just think it's very helpful. And it's specifically the Canvas student app. And then Remind. Probably most of you are familiar with Remind, but if you're not, it is an app that allows us to text each other. And it used to be that you could just like send a code to a specific number using your phone, just your regular texting app, but that no longer works because apparently they decided to change things up, which is a little frustrating. So now you are required to download the Remind app for your phone or again, whatever device. I would really appreciate it if you would do this. It is easily the best way to get in touch with me. I'll let you read the rest of this at your own pace, but traditional email could take me a couple, 3-4 days, maybe even to reply to you. Sending me a message on Canvas could take up to 2 days for me to get back to you. Sending me a text on Remind, usually it's within a few hours. Once in a while, depending what time of day it is sent, then it might be a little longer in that. It's rare that it takes me more than 4 or 5 hours to get back to anyone. That does happen, but that's just because life keeps throwing curveballs. In any case, there are instructions here how to how to download the app. Please do that. And I'm giving you 20 points of extra credit for downloading the Remind app and adding my class. Here's the code for my class. You can click on this thing, blah, blah, blah. All right, that's enough of that. So over here, first thing I want to do is click on the syllabus. I'm not going to read the syllabus with you because that would be boring for all of us. Up at the top here are, the entrance skills you're expected to have when you join the class. Here are your course objectives, your student learning outcomes. There's a financial aid notification here that you might want to go over real quick if you are receiving financial aid. My commitment to inclusion, diversity, and equity. Required texts and materials. I am going to get rid of this as soon as this class is done. It's just class handouts. And then what are we going to do in this class? There's going to be written assignments. There will be a big ugly research paper and then a bunch of class participation assignments. and I'm just cruising through this as fast as possible. You can spend time reading this at your own pace. You can do well in this class, and here's how. Come to class, and I know this is an online class, so instead of coming to class, I guess, log in every week, do your assignments, turn the work in, participate. That's all of that participation is, since we're an online class, that's just doing the class participation assignments. Um, Going to the WRC, there's a whole section on that below, and I'll go over that a bit when we look at the first week's module. I expect when students interact with each other for everyone to just be professional and academic, especially when we encounter a difference of opinions. We can totally have different opinions uh, without being dicks to each other. Okay, what do I expect from you? Academic integrity, meaning no plagiarism, please. Um, Also, all written work for this class must be original. You cannot recycle essays from previous classes. So if you've got a killer essay that looks like you could use it for this class that you wrote in a different class, if that thing gets flagged as plagiarized, it's going to be a 0 on that assignment. I want all of the work you do for this class to be original, written this semester. Okay, I expect your best effort. Everyone's got strengths and weaknesses. My grasp of economics or math is terrible. Um, but you don't have to be perfect at writing essays. You don't even have to be great at writing essays. Just it's a matter of like improving, just putting in the time required, showing a growth mindset, basically, putting in the time required to become better at writing essays than you were at the start of the semester. Consistent attendance, not an issue for this class. We'll move past it. Professional communication, this one is key. So if you're unable to make it to class for several weeks, for whatever reason, family emergency, and please note that there's an extreme difference between family emergencies and family drama. Family drama, not a legit excuse. Family emergencies, someone had to go to the hospital. I don't know. I had a student whose house burned down. That's a family emergency. You get the idea. Anyway, for whatever reason, if you can't make it to class for a few weeks, or in the case of our online class, you don't turn in any assignments for several weeks and I don't hear from you, that's I'm just going to assume you're no longer able to attend the class. I may drop you. More than likely, I will drop you after contacting you first. But if there's whatever's going on, no matter how dire, you'll have a minute to send me an email or a text saying, "Hey, whatever, my house burned down. I can't do the work. I need some time." I'll happily work with you. I'll give you whatever extensions I can, but just, communicate with me the way you would communicate with an employer when something comes up where you can't make it to work. That's all. Professional communication. All right, my office hours. I don't have an office, and also this is an online course. So instead of just picking a random hour and hoping people show up on Zoom, I'm just going to say for this semester, contact me however you wish, and tell me what the good time to meet on Zoom is, and I will do my best to work around your schedule. I also teach at Cal State San Bernardino, and I'm taking care of a sick parent, and I'm recovering from 2 different injuries. It's been a terrible summer. But that said, I will absolutely bend over backwards to work within your schedule to meet with you on Zoom whenever you need. And that's like, if you need to meet on a Sunday, if that's the only day that works for you, then let me know and I'll do my best to make it work. I might not be able to, but I'll do my absolute best. Okay, and then here's a whole list of student resources, and all of these links are good. I just tested them yesterday. Here's the WRC. I made a video about that I'm just gonna point you out to, or I'm going to point it out to you. And then here at the bottom of our syllabus is a complete list of all the assignments you're going to be doing this semester. At the moment, I only have week one prepped. Normally when I start a semester, I've got the entire 16 weeks prepped and ready to go. But again, taking care of a sick parent, I'm recovering from 2 injuries. I uh, I only have week one prep, so all these other assignments don't have a due date given to them yet, but you can see these ones do. And as we progress through the semester, I'll get more and more of these weeks ironed out and set in stone. Also, there will be more assignments added because at the moment there are no essays because I'm assigning 100% brand new essays this semester. I'm sick to death of the old essays that I've been reading for the last couple of years, and I want to do something new for my sake as well as hopefully we'll make these assignments that are more interesting for you, um, for my students. Okay, so that's the syllabus. I'm going to go back over to the home page. Just want to point your attention to this quote here. We don't have time, we make time. And that was Dr. Nancy Acevedo who said that to me when I was in my doctoral program, which I never finished. That was like 3 years ago now. I don't know. Anyway, maybe someday I'll go back and finish it. But when she said that, I was like, holy shit, that is exactly right. No one has time. We have to set aside the time we need for the things we have to do. And that means sacrificing other things. This is an online class. It's very easy to get behind in an online class. So I'm telling you now up front, do whatever you need to do to have the time management skills necessary to stay on track over the next 16 weeks. Please, I don't want you to fall behind. I want every one of you to pass with an A. Fingers crossed that happens. All right, so okay, just scroll down over here. There's a little welcome message, but over to the left, we have all of these various things here, including the syllabus, which we've just looked at, the complete list of announcements. Again, the most recent ones are on the top, but if you want to see all of them, you can click on the announcements over here. Modules, files, your grades, these are going to be of huge interest to you. So I'm not going to click on grades because you're all in there and I don't want to compromise anyone's privacy, but if you go to files real quick, files is where I've got various handouts. Like brainology, which is something I'm asking you to read, I believe, in the first week. And I've got a whole folder for genocide, which is from a different semester. So I can't hide that. Well, whatever. Feel free to look around in there, but I don't think that's going to relate to anything we have to do this semester. So I will usually just link to the files that are in here. I also have a folder in here called essay examples or assignment examples. As we go through the semester, I will have different examples. I will put them up as I make the videos for each essay assignment, but these are not going to be these are not going to be essays that you write, but feel free to look at them anyway. It might be helpful. I don't know. Okay, and then mostly modules. Modules is the thing you need to remember. Modules is where everything is. Obviously, you're going to want to start with the Start Here module. I've got a little welcome message here, which, yeah, I don't think there's nothing, you can just read that. There's nothing I need to say about that. There are Canvas communication preferences. You can actually set your RCC email address to forward to a Gmail account or whatever. Here's a link for tech support for the school, and then my contact information and office hours, which I guess who cares about the picture of the bio? This is my email, but honestly, please text me and remind. My office hours, I've already talked about this, and then this is my spring teaching schedule. So I need to change that to fall, but the hours actually are identical. Tuesday, I am on RCC's campus from 7:15 to 9:20. Monday, Wednesday, I'm at CSUSB from 7:30 to 10 in the morning, and Friday all day at CSUSB. So if you text me during one of those times and I don't get back to you right away, that's why I'm teaching, but I will get back to you. Yeah. In fact, let's see here. I'm just going to do this because I know myself too well. As soon as I finish this video, I'm not going to finish. And I'm not going to remember to come back and fix this. There's my fall teaching schedule. Okay, so enough of that. Going back over here, that's the Start Here folder. There's a whole module here, which is like academic writing. And I strongly encourage you to look at all of these, but for week one, I'm asking you to look at basic essay structure and structured writing from an outline. We'll go over that in a second. There's also a DLA's module. This is every DLA you're going to have to do this semester. It's possible I'll add another one in there, but I doubt it. These are going to be available to you 100% of the time from the beginning of the semester to the end. That doesn't mean you should wait until the end of the semester to do these. You really should be doing these as they come about. But I want these to be available to you so that you can go back and look over them if you need to. That's everything you need to say about that. All right, so with that said, let's look at week one. You'll notice that weeks 2 through whatever aren't published. There's a green dot if they're published, and none of these are published because I don't have anything in there yet. Here, let's look at the week 2 overview. Nothing. This is going to be at the bottom of every overview, and then this is just random text letting me know that I need to type something in there. Okay, so week 1. These are all labeled, as you see, with the dates, so you'll know exactly what week we're in. And this looks like a whole lot of stuff, but the thing to pay attention to here is actually, apparently I need to assign a due date to Brainology. But the thing to pay attention to here is where are the items with due dates? So you've got Introduce Yourself discussion board, the Brainology discussion board, which I'll put a due date on there in a second. The DLA, there is no due date for this DLA, but you should do it this week just to get it out of your hair. Log your time. There's a whole other thing there. And then the extra credit for this week, which is Remind, which we've already talked about, and self-enroll in the WRC. Literally, to self-enroll, to do this assignment, I'm going to go to Student View real quick. You go to this assignment as a student, click on this link. It takes you to here. You just click on Enroll in Course. Okay, and then come back here, click Start Assignment, and I have enrolled in the WRC/lab and hit Submit Assignment, and you're done. You're done. So just do that, please. I'm going to cancel out of there, and I'm going to leave Student View. But anyway, it's super easy, and you are required to be enrolled in the WRC lab class by the school, so please do that. It is the WRC, the Writing and Reading Center, that's what that stands for, where you will find all of your DLAs. So you have to be enrolled in this. All right. Brainology, we'll get to that. I'm not going to go over every single, in this video, I'm not going to go over every single assignment. I just want to call your attention to a few things. If you go to how to use the WRC, I have a bit of writing here where I talk about how to use it. And then I include a video here at the bottom. Just look at the video. I'm not going to waste any more of your time on this video, but look at that video, please, and you'll probably have an understanding of how to use it. And if you have any questions, you can always text me on Remind. Okay, so every single week I have an overview. Week 1 overview, week 2 overview. We saw that was mostly empty. So let's look at the week 1 overview. Every overview is going to look something like this, where I just explain what it is you're doing this week. For instance, this week, the super easy stuff, which is downloading the Remind app, self-enrolling in the WRC, introducing yourself, and logging your time in the WRC. And I'm not going to go over that in this video. I already have a video for it. But and then there's the Brainology handout and the discussion board. If you click on this link here, please read the Brainology handout. It'll open up this PDF. You can also download it. There's the download up there at the right. and you can read this short article. It's probably going to be 15, 20 minutes of reading tops is my guess. Although I read really slow, so maybe it'll be a longer read than that. It won't be an hour though. So read that handout. And then when you're finished with it, respond to the Brainology discussion board, which is right here. And I'm just once again going to do this. I apologize, but this needs to be done, and I don't trust myself to remember to do it after I'm done recording this video. So this is due before midnight on Sunday the 25th. Okay. So now that you've read Brainology, please write a sentence or two about each of the following. I'll let you read that. We don't need to spend time going over it here. All right, so like that's the week one overview. And then after the Brainology stuff, also I am asking that you read the basic essay structure page and look at the videos on the structured writing from an outline page. I promise those will be extremely useful to you as you start writing essays. I I don't want to sound arrogant. I'm really good at writing and I'm really good at teaching writing. And certainly, if nothing else, for this class, you need to know this stuff to do well on the essays you have to write for this class. And also it'll help you in your other classes too, I promise. And then that's it. That's this whole thing. This video that you're watching will be down here where it says video coming soon. So I think that's everything I need to say. Yeah, the lights are still on. Welcome to fall 24 at RCC. I don't know if this is your first semester here or not, but welcome. I hope this class, uh, college is hard. English is one of the freshman English and freshman math, which is what? Algebra, calculus? I can't remember. Those are two very, very difficult classes, and they actually stand in the way of a lot of students getting their college degree. So this is probably, for some people, this class is going to be a breeze. For others, it's going to be difficult. I want you to reach out to me if you are not understanding something, or if I'm failing to explain something correctly. Everyone processes information differently. So if I explain something perfectly for 20 people and there's still 15 other people in this class who don't get it, let me know. I will explain it in a different way. I'll see to it that you understand when we're done talking about it. Probably I can explain it to you on Remind just via text, but you know, sometimes we may need to talk face to face on Zoom. Be happy to do that too. So I think that's everything I need to say. Yeah, welcome. I look forward to hearing from you. I genuinely hope you all pass this class with an A, and I'm going to stop talking now, but I'm sure you'll be seeing me in videos to come. Bye.